Could the protein on your plate be feeding cancer instead of fighting it? As you are getting older, like after you pass age 60, there are certain types of protein you should never eat. You see, one thing about cancer is that they need nutrients to survive, and by eating this protein, that can make their job a whole lot easier by fueling their growth and their proliferation. So whether you are a cancer survivor undergoing chemo or you are generally at high risk of cancer, this information is for you. Today in this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 best proteins that you can eat to help fight cancer, to help prevent cancer from growing back, and the worst protein that fuel the growth of cancer that you must avoid. So we are going to start with the worst protein and we are going to make our way to the best protein you need to start eating. So let's get into it. Now the first worst protein that you must avoid for cancer is soy protein isolate. Now this might come as a little bit of a surprise to you because it is often marketed as healthy. However, some studies suggest that soy protein isolate can overstimulate growth factors in the body like IGF-1, which have been linked to cell growth, including the growth of cancer cells. And in fact, higher levels of IGF-1 have been linked to an increased risk of several types of cancer. Now, certain compounds that are found in soy protein isolate, like isoflavone, can mimic estrogen in the body. And for those who have had or are at the risk of hormone-sensitive cancer like breast cancer or prostate cancer, that is a big red flag. But perhaps even more concerning about soy protein isolate is how they are made. It is often made by using solvent like hexane, which is a chemical that has been linked to inflammation and neurotoxicity. So as a senior, this is not the type of protein you should be eating. Now the next protein to avoid for cancer is plant-based meat or fake meat, as many people call it. Now this vegan imitation meat may look healthy on the outside, but under the hood, they are often packed with ultra-processed ingredients. Studies found that eating this plant-based meat can trigger a lot of inflammation in the body. Now there is even one particular study that found that 44% of people who ate this meat substitute develop depression. So as a senior, these foods that trigger inflammation that leads to depression are not something you should be eating. Inflammation can result in cancer. It can create environment in your body that fuel the growth of cancer cells. So instead of eating plant-based meat that trigger a lot of inflammation, stick to eating whole food. They are still going to give you that protein that your body needs. Now number 3 is processed meat. Now this would include hot dog, bacon, sausages, and deli meat. Now while they are popular protein sources, especially for seniors who are looking for something quick and easy, they often come with significant health risk. Now processed meats are very high in preservative and nitrate, which are chemicals that are used to increase their shelf life and to enhance their flavor. Now these chemicals have been linked to increased risk of cancer, most especially colon cancer or colorectal cancer. Now along with that, they are also very high in sodium as well as saturated fats, which increase your blood pressure and also triggers a lot of inflammation in your body. So as someone who is a cancer survivor or at high risk of cancer, or you are on a chemotherapy, you really have to avoid eating processed meat because that is going to worsen your condition. That is going to cause reoccurrence of this cancer in your body. And the 4th worst protein to avoid is red meat. Now, while red meat are a very popular source of protein, they are also known to trigger a lot of inflammation in your body and also trigger changes in the cell that will increase your risk of cancer like colon cancer as well as stomach cancer. So you definitely have to avoid eating red meat, or you eat it in moderation. Alright? So now that we've known some of the worst protein that can fuel the growth of cancer, let's talk about the best protein that you can eat that can help your body to fight against cancer, that can help eliminate cancer from your body. Alright, number 1 is whey proteins. If you have cancer, undergoing chemotherapy, or you are in recovery, muscle loss is going to be a common challenge at one point, and that is because cancer and its treatment can disrupt your metabolism and slow down your body's ability to rebuild muscle. Now, protein plays a critical role in rebuilding your lost muscle mass, and whey protein in particular stands out because it contains the complete proteins that are needed to restore your lost muscle mass and muscle strength. It also helps improve treatment tolerability during chemotherapy by reducing the side effects of chemotherapy. Now, the other good thing about whey is that it is a great source of branched-chain amino acid, which does not just help restore your lost muscle mass, but also helps strengthen your immune system and help reduce inflammation, which is basically what your body needs in fighting cancer. So start taking whey proteins. And number 2 is lentils. Lentils are a powerful plant-based protein that is going to do a lot of amazing and wonderful things in your body. Lentil does not just help restore your lost muscle mass, but also help fight cancer. It helps reduce inflammation and also helps strengthen your immune system. But the other interesting thing about lentil is that it is a great source of fibers which help fight colon cancer and also serve as a prebiotic for your gut-friendly bacteria. They help feed your gut-friendly bacteria, and this gut-friendly bacteria make short-chain fatty acid from this fiber. Now, this short-chain fatty acid helps reduce inflammation. They help inhibit the conversion of bile acid into other forms that will lead to cell damage that will result in cancer, and they also help influence cell signaling in healthy direction. So lentils are smart cancer-fighting food. So definitely start eating lentil. Now, number 3 is by eating walnuts. Now, according to studies, all nuts appear to have cancer preventive properties, but walnut happens to be one of the most studied among them. Now, there is a compound in walnut called pedoculagen. So when you eat walnut, this compound is going to metabolize by your body into something called urolithin A. Now, this urolithin A have a potential to bind to estrogen receptors and inhibit the growth of breast cancer. Now, the other cool thing about urolithin A is that it activates something called mitophagy, which is something that helps remove damaged mitochondria, thereby improving your mitochondrial activity, and it also helps reduce and prevent muscle aging. Now, walnut, along with other seeds like chia seed and flax seed, contain omega-3 fatty acid, which have a remarkable ability to reduce inflammation and also fight oxidation. So by doing that, that is going to help create an environment in your body that is less favorable for the growth of cancer cells. So if you have not been eating walnut, definitely start eating walnut. It has a lot of amazing benefits for your body. It's going to help fight cancer. Now, number 4 is by eating salmon. As a senior, you might also consider adding salmon to your diet. Salmon is an excellent source of quality proteins that not only help restore your lost muscle mass as you age, but also support your optimal body function. Now, salmon is also a great source of highly bioavailable omega-3 fatty acids like EPA and DHA. This omega-3 fatty acid helps reduce inflammation, help lower your blood pressure, help reduce oxidation, lower your triglyceride and your cholesterol. Now, the other interesting thing about salmon is that they are a great source of vitamin D, which have been shown by many studies to have anti-cancer properties. It helps lower your risk of developing cancer. And last on the list is eggs. Eggs are one of the most complete and affordable protein out there. Now, when we talk about complete protein, we're talking about those proteins that contain the 9 essential amino acids, which are the amino acids that our body cannot make, so we have to get them from our diet. These amino acids are important for tissue repair, for muscle regeneration. They are also important for your immune function. Now, eggs are also a great source of choline, which helps support your brain health as well as your liver health. And it's also a great source of selenium, which is a very powerful antioxidant that helps prevent oxidation and inflammation. High levels of oxidation and inflammation can create an environment in your body that will support the growth of cancer. So when you are taking egg, that is going to make your body less favorable for the growth of cancer. And egg is also a great source of vitamin D, which help lower your risk of cancer. And more importantly also, egg is a great source of lutein and zeaxanthin, which are a powerful nutrient that is mostly concentrated in the retinal part of the eye, where they act as a natural sun blocker, preventing harmful blue rays from penetrating into your eye. So as a senior, age-related macular degeneration is likely going to happen, but by taking egg, which is a great source of lutein and zeaxanthin, that is going to help lower your risk of developing age-related macular degeneration. So if you have cancer, if you are struggling with cancer, if you're on a chemotherapy, I highly encourage you start eating these 5 important proteins which I just shared with you in this video. They are going to help improve your recovery. They are going to ensure that this cancer are not going to come back after treatment. Alright? Thanks for watching.